Okay, just in case you don't know. So this is a warm up, okay, because you need to know all these things in order to attempt the more difficult question. All right. So let's look at how I do this question 8 first. All right. So given that x squared plus y squared equals 36, so remember this is the equation of circle, right? Equation of circle is something like this we see before. Equation of circle is x squared plus y squared equal to r squared, where the center is always at 0, 0, radius is r. Okay, so what you need to do is complete the table. You have x and y there, but 3 blank. How do you find x and y there? You can give x there, y is y here. So you have to arrange the equation first. So for the equation, x squared plus y squared equal to 36. So what you do is make y the subject. Okay, make y the subject here. So you have y squared equal to 36 minus x squared. Okay, make y the subject. So y become what now? Y become plus or minus square root of 36 minus x squared. So this is the final answer. Y equal to plus or minus square root 36 minus x squared. So be careful here. This is not equal to plus or minus square root of 36 minus square root of x squared. All right, because if you do that, you get a straight line. You get 36 square root of 36 square root is x6 here. Right, you get this one. So this one is very dangerous. So I get a dangerous sign, right? Better than a dangerous sign here. Okay, just stop at this one. This is how do you get this equation. So now we given x equal to minus 2 now. Let's see when x equal to minus 2, you want to figure out when x equal to minus 2, y equal to what now? Plus or minus square root of 36 minus, must put a bracket here, okay, minus 2 square, right? So with the bracket, because some of you always have problem, okay, in the calculator with bracket. Otherwise, you get correct wrong answer, all right? So we bracket here. So this will give you plus or minus 36 minus 4 is 32 now. Okay, so you press 32 square root of 32. So you get a nice number. You don't get a nice number here now. Okay, let's calculate square root of 32 here. Only one. Okay. Okay, square root of 32. This is equal to 5.67. Okay, so when you press the calculator, make sure you press the calculator together with the bracket, all right? because some of you don't have this habit, then you always get the wrong answer. So this is the answer for x equal to -2. So this is -2. This is actually plus or minus 5.67. Okay, you can also find what happened when x equals 0. So when x equals 0, y equal to plus or minus square root of 36 minus 0 square, okay, which is plus or minus square root 36, which is plus or minus 6 now. Okay, so this I'll give you a second value now. So this second value now plus or minus 6 here. And then finally, the one unknown, what happened when x equal to 2? Okay, when x equal to 2, you can find out that when x equal to 2, y equal to, then y equal to plus or minus square root of 36 minus 2 square. Right? You want to put a bracket, also put a bracket there. This also equal to plus or minus square root of 32, the same as before. Again, plus or minus 5.67. Okay, so this is plus or minus 5.67. So this is how I get the blue color one. Okay, plus or minus 5.67. Okay, this is for part A, how to do the part A, the question, right? Fill out table. How to fill out table, you have to make make y the subject first. Okay, so let's me WhatsApp this to you. Okay, this is just a beginning. Okay, A first. Okay, for some of you who are very weak, so I think this is necessary to understand the later question. So, right. So this is how you do 8A. Okay, calculation. Okay, then I want to do 8B now, right? Draw the graph and describe the shape of the graph here. What kind of graph you get? So you know this is a circle. Actually, center is 0. Radius is what? Okay, radius you can R square. R square is 36, right? Radius is 6 here. So you try to draw the circle. Okay, this is how it looks like after you fill your table already. So let me show you how to get the point here. Okay, so the first point is minus 6, 0. So this is minus 6, 0. Okay, when x equal to minus 6, y equal to 0. The next point is minus 4. X equal to minus 4 now. Y equal to 4.47. Okay, 4.47. I can see the table there. 4.47 is a point. And when x equal to minus 2, the y equal to 5.65. Okay, so minus 2, 5.65. And then when x equal to 0, y equal to 6. Right, so this is 0, 6 now. The scale you have to do yourself, right? So this is 3, this is 1. Okay, so this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So these are the yellow point, and then there's some yellow point on the lower part. I shall just write down there. So this is minus 4, okay, minus 4.47, and then this is minus 2, minus 5.67. Okay, then the right hand side, the green part, I can show you the green part. The first point is actually 2, 5.67. First point, x equal to 2, and then when x equal to 4, you get 4.47, and then when x equal to 6, get 0, y equal 0. When x equal to 4 again, this is minus 4.47 because they're both sides. Okay, then this one is minus 2, minus 5.67. Eventually got this, right? This is the circle here. Center is 0, 0. And the radius is 6 here. Okay, you can see from the shape, radius is 6 here. So can WhatsApp this to you here. No good. Let me draw a bigger one. All right. So this is the okay. So I'll show you how to do question 8 already, right? So let's look at the question 9, right? Question 9 also is quite easy. So let's look at question 9. I'm going to look up with you just how to get equation of a circle. Okay, so you start with understanding circle first before you understand ellipse. So I want to find the center and radius of a circle. So you have equation now. So equation of circle look like this. Remember how it look like this? Equation circle, you look at x squared plus y squared equal to r squared, right? Standard equation of circle. So you must understand circle first before you can understand ellipse. Right? R is the radius, center is origin, right? So which as we know this. So but this look very different, right? So how to change this? To standard. So you can divide both sides by 4 first, all right? From using 4y squared from 4x squared equal to 1 the problem is this is r squared, not 1, right? So you will divide both sides by 4 first. So you get this y squared plus x squared equal to 1/4. But y squared by x squared is also same as x squared plus y squared. So 1/4 is half squared. So the center, as always, center is 0, 0. Radius is half. Okay, r equal to half now. Okay, so you get r equal to half. Anytime you don't understand this one, let me know, right? R equal to half. So this is question 10, question 9. Okay, straightforward question. How do you solve this question for a circle? So question 9. Okay, so any issue until now? So if anything you don't understand, let me know, right? Okay, there are still students not here yet, huh? Patrick, Patrick already. Okay, and then Mohammed and Jamin, I think maybe got interview, but actually I think got interview. Okay, so what? So far I have show you how to do example 9. Okay, let's see any message from here. Y must square 0.5. Okay, y must square 0.5. Let's put question here. Okay, first of all, there's here this is 1/4. Okay, so 1/4 is what? 1/4 compare this one. Okay, 1/4 is r squared. So r squared is 1/4. So what is actually, which number square is 1/4 now? Okay, you can take a square root, right? So r equals square root of 1/4. Square root of 1/4 is half. Take a square root, 1/4 is half, right? So r is equal to half. That's why you got this one, right? So compare, I have this two number now. Okay, this number is r squared. This number is 1/4. Okay, because both of them are say x squared plus y squared, right? So this x squared plus y squared here. This is also x squared plus y squared. All right, so you compare this one, then you find out what is the radius. Go answer the question here. Okay, so hopefully answer the question. So anytime you don't understand, you ask the question so that I can answer your question straight away. Right? So this is question 9. Okay, question 9. Oh, okay, already, right? So now I move on to question 10, or what 10 is actually you do, right? So 10 is very similar to question 8. So 10 you do, right? 10 you do. Okay, 10 you do. You submit also, right? And submit. Next week. Next Tuesday, right? So this one you need graph paper, right? So you want to draw the graph, you need graph paper. So I use, so number 10 you submit next Tuesday. Okay, so these are the question about circle. Not really a circle, sorry. Number 10 is very similar, but it's not a circle question, okay? Right, number 10 is, question 10 is an ellipse question. So not circle anymore, right? So I warn you first. So talk about ellipse first, all right? Let's look at ellipse question now. So I'm going to start with question 11 to show you how to do ellipse question here. So let me start with question 11, all right? How do you draw this thing? So let me start over with question 11. And then, okay, question 11 here. There are three parts there. So I will do part A, then you do part A and part B, right? Let me see. What do I do? Okay. Let's do part A and part B first. Right. So this is the question here. Find the center and vertices. There are two, right? Center, vertices, focus, and length of major and minor axis. So five things you need to do. So let's look at part A first. So for the equation of ellipse, something like this. X squared over A squared plus Y squared over B squared equal to 1. Okay, this is a standard equation of ellipse here. So standard equation of ellipse here. So what is so special about this is this number must be 1. This number must be 1. So if this is not 1, you try to convert it so that you get 1. Am I right? So, all right. So let's look at number here. So yeah, x squared over 25. So 25 is actually 5 squared, right? So the x squared over 25. 25 is actually 5 squared. Now y squared over 16. 16 is 4 squared. Right? So this is a standard equation already. So what is A now? So A is always the longest, bigger number, okay? So you compare these two numbers, the bigger number is 5. So A is equal to 5. B equal to 4, okay? Take note that A is always greater than B. The larger number is called A. Okay? The larger A is always greater than B. Remember? So the larger one is A, right? A is 5. Okay, 5 is under X. Okay, since 5 is below X. So the ellipse is horizontal. X is always horizontal. Okay, so the X is always ellipse horizontal now. So you can start drawing horizontal ellipse here. So start draw now. Part A, horizontal ellipse here. So X is horizontal, Y vertical. So A equal to 5. Okay, since A equal to 5, which is under X here, below the X here. So what does it mean? Okay, for ellipse here, the long side, this distance is always 2A. Okay, the center for ellipse always 0, 0. Yes, the center is always a 0, 0. So 2A is 2 times 5 is 10. A equal 5, right? So 2 times 5, which is 10. So based on the center, you can find out what is this number now. This number is 5, 0. X equal to 5, Y equal to 0. And then X equal to minus 5, Y equal to 0. Okay, these 2 points. Okay, we have center already is 0, 0. If we know center is always 0, 0. The 2 points we just obtained, they are, if I have a name for this, we call this a vertex here. So this is the vertex here. Furthest point from the center. This is the vertex here. Okay, so this is what it means. So the vertex is actually 5, 0 and minus 5, 0. And 2A is the length of major axis, right? So length of major axis is 2A here. 2A, which is 10. Okay, length of minor axis. So this is 2A here, and then this is from here to here is 2B. Okay, 2B is the length of minor axis. So this part is A here. Okay, this part is B here. So 2B is the length of minor axis. The B is equal to 4 here. So 2 times 4, you get 8. Okay, so 2B is equal to 8 now. Okay, except where are the foci here? So this one I need calculation. So foci is always on the major axis. Okay, foci major axis. So somewhere here, this is a F1, this is F2. Foci are fixed point. Okay, F1 and F2. So how to find the distance from the foci here? Okay, just to recap to you, this one is C here. This one also C here. So how do you find the C? The formula is C squared equal to A squared minus B squared. The big square minus small square. Okay, C squared, you usually memorize this. Right? C squared is A squared minus B squared. So A squared is 25, 5 squared. B squared is 4 squared. So you get 25 minus 16, you get 9. So C squared is equal to 9. So C is what now? Take the square root of 9. So C equal to square root of 9 now is 3. The distance from the center to the focus is 3. So this C equal to 3 now. So that's point. That means that F1 is 3, 0. F2 is minus 3, 0. So this point is 3, 0 here. This point is minus 3, 0. The distance away from origin is C, right? So C is 3, then therefore the point are 3, 0 and minus 3, 0. 2 points. They are called the focus. Okay, they are called focus, the 3 points here. So this is a horizontal ellipse because A is the bigger side, okay, it's under X. So this is horizontal ellipse here. So and what's this to you? Understanding how the ellipse look like, right? How the ellipse look like. So ellipse a lot of term, right? You got a center, got the radius, no radius, right? Center, and then foci, vertices. Vertices is a furthest point away from the center. Anywhere center is always 0, 0. Okay, then the length of major axis here is 2a. The length of minor axis here is 2b. So this is the part A of the question 11. So anything they want to clarify or not sure, so I can say something. Right, so the question 11 of ellipse here. So we're starting to investigate ellipse now. So ellipse is much more complicated than circle, but it's actually called transformation of circle. You do something on circle, you press the circle left to right, up to down, then you become ellipse already. So this question 11, okay, let's say 11b now, right? So this is actually some of the things you need to memorize, right? Memorize the equation of ellipse, memorize how to find the distance from the center. So let's move on to the next one. I'm going to show you how to do 11b, right? Okay, let me copy 11b now just now. So okay, 11b. Okay, what is so different about 11b now? Okay, I want to find the same thing, all right? So you have equation, standard equation of ellipse is always like that, lah. Standard equation always time. You don't know how to do this. Start with standard equation. Is could be x squared or y squared. So okay, x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is 1, right? Now look at the equation. Now you have x squared over part b now. 49 is 7 squared. Y squared over 64 is 8 squared. 1. So which number is bigger here? So you know A, larger number is A, right? 8 here. So A equal to this larger one. So remember, A is always greater than B. So A is 8 now. So 8 here. Okay, A is equal to B, 8 and B equal to 7. A is always greater than B here. So because A is under Y, A equal 8 is under Y, below Y, right? So this is vertical ellipse. Okay, vertical ellipse. So you can try to draw vertical ellipse now. So you get something like this now. Okay, so the center always 0, 0. Now it's a vertical ellipse. So this distance is called 2a. Length of major axis. So a is equal to 8 now. So 2 times 8, 16. So 2a is 16 now. Center is always 0, 0. So this is a here. Okay, so if you know that this point will be x equal to 0, y equal to 8. And then this point, also a here. So this point should be 0 minus 8. So the vertex, these 2 points are furthest point from the origin, center. So this is actually 0, 8 here, and 0 minus 8 here. The vertices. Okay, the length of the minor axis here, this 2 point, the distance is 2b. Now b is 7. 2 times b is 7 now. Smaller one is 14. Okay, these 2 points are not the vertex here, but we didn't ask for that, right? So the 2b equal 14 now. Okay, then the focus. Focus are point on the major axis. So let's say this F1. Let's say this F2 here. The distance from center to focus is called C. So C square, formula is C square equal to A square minus B square here. Always memorize this. It's 8 square now. Minus 7 square. So the 64 minus 49. And 15. Therefore, C is equal to square root of 15 now. Take a square root. Then take the square root of 15. You find that this is equal to 3.9. Okay, that's 3.9. So distance from here to the center is 3.9. So F1 is 0, 3.9. F2 is negative side, 0 minus 3.9. So this is how you do 11b. So things you need to memorize is always this one, right? This always something confusing, right? Because you don't know which one is A, which one is B. So here, write down before you figure out where is A, which one is the bigger number is A. Okay, so that's why this vertical ellipse now, because this under Y. calculate, right? Then vertical ellipse, you can start drawing vertical ellipse and see the feature. Okay, this C is another formula you memorize. So question 11. Okay, question 11C, I leave it for you, all right? That's similar to the note example, right? So I leave it for you. You have to do it yourself. So I think I have finished the part I want to do. Let me see whether I got any more. Okay, next part 14. Okay, let's go back to circle again. Okay, the sheep move around a circle, and the equation x squared by y squared equals 6 there. Find the center and radius. So let's go back to the equation of circle. Then you compare this one to r squared. So r equals 2.6, 2.5, square root of 6 here. So you find the center, always 0, 0, radius 2.5. Right? So this is quite easy, straightforward. The only thing the problem is now we bring in the sheep now, right? All the time it's just pure question, but now there's a sheep going on. So then you can see that the question more and more complicated now. Sheep is going on now. Okay, next question. Also got not sheep now, but satellite about circle. Okay, so this one is understanding the question. Okay, understanding question. A global positioning system is meaning is 2,300 kilometers away from the satellite. If the satellite has a center 0, 0, which I show you the center 0, 0 here, find the standard equation of a circle. So this is a circle problem here, containing the possible location of a GPS. Okay. So remember equation of circle is x squared by y squared equal r squared. Okay, standard equation of circle here. The distance from the receiver is actually move around the satellite. The center location of satellite is 0, 0. So the radius, the difference between the radius and the satellite is 2, 3, 0, 0. So you just put in the equation r equal to 2, 3, 0, 0, and that finish the answer. The equation of the GPS system. So I think the problem is the understanding the question. The really difficult one is the next question. Example 17. I will let you read the question first before I move on. Before that, 17, right? But let's look at 16, right? Okay, 16. Because 17 is a major part here. So 16. Let's read question first, right? So you see the question getting more and more complicated now because this is what we try to achieve, right? You have a ship now, okay? So later on you can see all the ship thing coming in. So the ship now move in an ellipse, okay? Elliptic path here. Have a vertical major axis, okay? Major axis vertical long. They tell you the vertical really, right? So this is vertical major axis, all right? Means this is a vertical ellipse now, right? So vertical ellipse now. Vertical ellipse. All right. So when you draw the picture, you must draw this way. Long one is vertical. All right. Long one is vertical here, so you can draw the vertical one. Long one. Okay. Long one vertical. So ellipse here. So you usually draw a center X and Y. So if you know that this is vertical ellipse, so equation or ellipse now look like this. X squared plus Y squared over A and B now. Okay, because it's a vertical ellipse. So Y here, this is A, right? This 2A here, A is always bigger than B now, right? So this distance is 2A. Okay, this is 2A here. From top to bottom is 2A. And what is that equal to? Equal to length of 14. Okay, the length is 14 nautical mile. 2A, right? The length of major axis. Where is the length of major axis? For the top point, this is called the vertex, you remember? This is called the vertex here. Okay, this is called the vertex here. The distance between two vertex is called the length of major axis is 2A, right? So that means that A equal to 7. Okay, so A equals 7. And what else do we know? And the horizontal minor axis 8 nautical miles. So this second information, the first information is a major axis here. The second information is a minor axis here. And horizontal minor axis 8. What does it mean now? So this means that from here to here is 2B. To B, right? What is this equal to? It's equal to 8. So B equal to 4 now. Okay, so this is the green part, b equal to 4. So we can get, okay, there is x squared, b equal to 4 now, so 4 squared plus y squared over a is equal to 8, 7 there. So the x squared over 16 plus y squared over 49 equal to 1. Okay, find the standard equation of ellipse is what you want. Okay, standard equation of ellipse. What is this equal to? Okay, standard equation of ellipse here is at this one. Okay, this is question 16. So anytime you have question, ask, all right? So I just show you the working. Okay, so this is question 16. Question 17 is the hardest. Okay. Okay, so this one is still ship moving around. Okay, ellipse here, and tell you what is the length of major axis and minor axis, and you find A and B. Okay, so the next one is a major one, question 17, right? Key one, question 17. So I'm going to copy this thing and slowly explain to you how to get this question, how to do this type of question. Okay. Okay, this is hard. So, and this is what you expect to do in the exam, right? This is what you expect to do in the exam. So, let you read the question first, see whether you understand the question first, all right? There's a few things you need to know. A ship follow elliptical path, focus at the point M and N. So there is two focus here. Of course, ellipse have two focus, right? So there is two M and M here. So this is the one. Let's say this go F1 here. So this means F1 because ellipse have focus, right? F1, F2, right? Two focus. At certain time, ship P, right? So this location of P, right? P is ship now, P, right? Location of ship here. So PM is 25, PN is 5. So give you some information there. So center and origin. So the centers are ellipse origin. So center is origin. So don't need to worry. Our ellipse, our center origin here. And then the key thing here now, how do you figure out all these things? N is 20 kilometer from M. This is how far away, yeah? On the bearing of 270. What does it mean? Okay, so this is difficult. Okay, if you want to get this information, so let's try. Let's say I have a point N, right? Let's say N is here now. So this n here. Okay, first of all, you have to decide what is the shape. Is it horizontal or vertical now? So is the ellipse horizontal or vertical? How do you know? That is why you have to read the description here. Let's say there is a point N here. How far M is away from N? So let's see this M here, this M now. How far is away? It says 20 kilometers away. Now this is a vertex. I don't know where. M, is it vertical or horizontal? The way I draw is like horizontal, right? Because I draw the focus here, look like horizontal. Okay, then how the bearing of from N now? So it's starting from N here. So this is N here. How to draw? So we know this is 0 degree. The bearing now 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, then 270 degree. Right? So you go like this, 270. So if you look at this, N is 20 kilometers from M on the bearing of 270. So by right, okay, by right, N should be here. N should be here, right? So this is the wrong position now. So that's why I make a graph wrongly now. You can see that this is the wrong position. The position should be, it's not here, right? So by looking at this, you know that this is 20 kilometers here. And is on the west side of M. Anyone don't understand this one? The point M, I don't know why. Initially I draw N first. I know it's 20 kilometers away from M. But the direction of N measured from M is 270. So from there I know that N is on the west side of M. So this is a horizontal ellipse, right? So let me answer some question. I think there's some people got a question there. Why is M center origin? No, it didn't say. It did not say. Okay, it did not say M is center origin. Okay, it didn't say M is center origin. No. Okay, not true. It didn't say. Question didn't say. Let's read the question here. That's why I read the question. Okay, the center, of course, center of origin, but it's not center at M, no? Okay, so it didn't say center at origin. Yeah, M is, they didn't say M is center at origin, right? It didn't say. Ellipse is center at origin, not M. Okay, this ellipse here is center at origin, but not M. Okay, ellipse not M, so M is not in the center of origin. So you have, if you try to do this is what happens. You see, you have a M here, this is N here, because we know N is on the left side of M now. So 20 kilometers away. Okay, we know that it's on the left side. Is on the west side of M now. Okay, ellipse, center origin. We know this horizontal ellipse now. We are focused on F1, F2. So we can draw it. The center of the ellipse is not M. Okay, the center of the ellipse is not M. Yeah. Okay, this one, ellipse down. Okay, the F1, F2, the center is somewhere here. Origin. The center is at the origin of the ellipse, not M. M is not at the center. So you got this picture correct first. So you get ellipse here, this horizontal ellipse now. So this is X and Y. Okay, so what is this trying to do? Trying to figure out what is M and N, the center, how these things are positioned. So the yellow color one I highlight is trying to tell you this information. Okay, the center is at the origin, center of ellipse origin here, not M. Okay, M is not there. The center is not M, right? So I have made use of this yellow and green information already. Okay, green information, and the yellow information is actually here. Okay, yellow information. Now I want to look at this information. The PM, okay, PM is 25 and PN equals 5. This information, where is P? P is a sheet. The sheet will move around the ellipse, and this time is horizontal ellipse. So this point, let's say P is here now. P is here, right? Let's see whether you can see here. PM is 25. So we get PM 25. This is 25 here. Long one. PN is 5. Okay, so you have the sheet here. Sheet is a P now. So PM, PN is 25. So this is the orange information now. Now this information is very important because property ellipse here. So we know that PM plus PN property ellipse, right? So when you add them up, what is equal to? It's a constant. What is this constant? This constant is 2A. 2A. Okay, so what is PM now? PM is 25. PN is 5. This is 2A. So 30 equal to A now. So what is A now? A is equal to 15 straight away. So what does it mean? 2A, huh? So if you draw carefully, this the distance from here to here is 2A. 2A is equal to 30, A equal to 15, right? So this 30 here, 2A is equal to 30. Okay, so this is how they are connected. You get this one, you have to memorize, huh? This is the formula. How do you get into this? Okay, always 2A. So you know A equal 15 now. So you know that horizontal ellipse look like this. So equation of ellipse, right? What is the equation of ellipse here? Is x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equal to 1. So a equal 15 now. So x squared, 15 squared, y squared, b squared is equal to 1. The question is, what is b now? Okay, what is b now? This connection. The center to focus. This distance is called C. Right? Center to focus distance called C. What is C now? The distance between M and N is 20, right? So you can find that C equal to 10. Okay, distance between M and N is 20. Okay, MM is 20 here, which is 2C here. Okay, so C is equal to 10. What is connection between C, A, and B? Always big one minus small one. C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. A is 15, 15 squared. B we don't know. C is 10. So you can find out now. B squared is 15 squared minus 10 squared. 225 minus 100 is 115. 125. So B squared is 125 now. So you put it in, so eventually, so finally, x squared plus 15 squared plus y squared 125 equal to 1, right? 15 squared to 225. So this is the logic of the whole question, and you expect to do this in the exam. Okay. Of course, it is not that difficult, but it's a simple version. So let's see. I'll just WhatsApp this to you. Okay, now I just show you the complete solution, right? Because this is clear because along the way I show you how to get the answer, analyzing one statement at a time. The complete solution looks something like this. Okay, I think look like this. The complete solution looks something like this. Right? If you want to write to my think this how look like this. But I show usually how to work through this question. Right? So this question use the bearing, right? Use the bearing thing how to go north and decide where is the location. Okay, so for this week tutorial, I only ask you to submit basically the two questions, right? 11C and then 10. Okay, 11C and then 10, right? Next Tuesday when you meet, you submit here. Then next week we're going to do polar coordinate. okay, which is I asked you to do the quiz, right? The quiz got coding on. So in case you haven't do it, please do the I'll check again. So let me see who is not here. All right. Okay, everybody is here. Right. Everybody is here. Okay, fine. Good. So I will stop the recording because the recording here. So dismiss here. Stop recording. Let me see whether I record them.